Welcome to your weekly interview episode of the Skiing is Believing podcast, brought to you by Ski Racing Media. Alan, this is something we've wanted to do for a long time, and we have finally got a couple on a podcast together in Madeleine Sylvester-Davik and Rasmus Bakkevig.
Yeah, it's great. We've been rooting around for something like this for a bit, haven't we? Next gen, also, what your words, a power couple. And we've managed to do it, and it's well worth waiting for. So, Matt, the stats.
Of course, Alan. I'll start with Madeleine Sylvester-Davik, born on the 21st of October 2005 in Bergen, and came through with the Tønsnes Alpine team. In 2024, she went to the World Junior Championships and scored team gold with her Norwegian compatriots Hjelm, Herland and Grøll Madsen. She finished 9th in the Super G in the same junior champs. To jump to the present day, she has amassed 32 Europa Cup starts across giant slalom and slalom, with 9 top 10s and a personal best of 4th in Oberjoch, Germany in February. She finished the season 8th in the Europa Cup giant slalom standings. She has also made 6 World Cup starts and made her debut in December in Semmering, finishing 31st after the first run and missing second run qualification by a single hundredth. But a week later, she did get into the flip and scored 20th position in Kranjskogora from bib number 61. And then again in R8 from bib 43 into 16th for a World Cup personal best in Åre, Sweden in March. She also had the opportunity to go to the 2025 World Championships, where she unfortunately scored a DNF in the first run of the giant slalom, and also the 2025 World Junior Championships, where she had 2 second-run DNFs in GS and slalom, whilst also competing in the team parallel event once again. We spoke to Minna Holtman, and she spoke of the strength of the young selection of the Norwegian women's tech team, which Madeleine is very much a part of. And she finished last season with a 3rd place finish in the Norwegian Championships in Uppdal. Moving on then, Rasmus Bakkevig, born the 31st of January 2005 in Oslo. He came through the Ilheming Ski Club in Norway. And in fact, interesting story, they both had a race together, a combined race in Norway, a junior race that they won age 12. They stood on the podium together, and 7-8 years later, here they are as the Norwegian power couple, as Alan says. But Rasmus, 24 Europa Cup starts across all 4 of the major disciplines. He scored 3 Europa Cup podiums and 1 victory all last season. The 3rd and the 1st place finish coming in the same weekend in Turnhout, Austria, where in fact he was coming from way back in the field and had an astonishing weekend. He also finished 3rd on home snow in the Uppdal Europa Cup finals in March. He was a giant slalom and Super G silver medalist at the 2023 European Youth Olympic Festival in Tarvisio, Italy, the same resort where he picked up World Junior Championship silver behind Flavio Vitale just this year, and hear about that day and how it went down. On the 1st of March, he made his World Cup debut in Kranjskogora, and on his 2nd start, he raced at home in Hafjell in the giant slalom, coming from bib 34 to finish the race in 17th position for his first World Cup points on a crazy day in Norway. And we talk about that day as it being very crazy. But that is all the stats that you need. So it is now my pleasure, Alan's pleasure, and the Skiing is Believing podcast's pleasure to bring you this episode with 2 bright sparks of Norwegian skiing, Madeleine Sylvester-Davik and Rasmus Bakkevig. Enjoy. Madeleine, Rasmus, welcome to the Skiing is Believing podcast. How are you both doing?
Thank you.
Good, thank you.
Good. Yeah, we're just currently in Oslo, where our kind of main home is, and we're both training some dryland, and you're leaving for Chile now.
Yeah, leaving tomorrow. Going to be 4 weeks in Chile, and then so that's going to be real fun.
Yeah, and I'm kind of in the middle of a dryland season, and then going to Europe and firstly Sasve in kind of in the middle of September.
Very nice. So Madeleine, when was the last time you were on snow then? Was it April or have you been on since?
We have been skiing in the indoor skiing area here in Snö, some couple of days. But on like outside, it's been in the end of May, so it's going to be nice to get on the snow again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there certainly that urge at this time of the year to get back out there, even if it is all the way down in Chile?
It's
been too long.
for sure.
Has it been too long?
It's been way too long. So now it's all the energy into skiing. So that's going to be real nice.
Let's talk about last season, because for both of you, that was an amazing period. I'll start with you, Madeleine, because it did come slightly earlier. And firstly, to touch on your World Cup debut, where you weren't far off getting straight into the flip, into the 30 immediately.
Yeah, that was a real fun experience. That race, I remember, it was more about just getting into it and trying to give it my best, and then I will just see, because I didn't have a clue where I was against the big ones. So of course you're starting a little bit longer back at the starting race, so it's trying to just give it all, and then you have to see when you get to the finish line. Actually, in that race, it was a little bit rough, so I didn't have quite that good feeling when I was into the finish line. So when I saw that number and I was just 100 off, I was like, but I was really happy, and it was really fun. So that was the most important thing.
And then to kind of know that you were certainly capable of skiing into the second run, you then go to Conchagora the week later and then do it, because it's not something that you see all that often. But with the likes of, I'm thinking particularly Alice Robinson, the way she broke through, did you believe that was possible so soon?
Yes, you have to believe, but I didn't have like the expectations because I was just, the focus was to just ski, and then I gave it my best, and then to see where my level was, because at the end you just have to ski, and then you see when you get to the finish line. But that was such an amazing experience, and when in Kanska, it was really cool, because my service guy is from Slovenia, so he really knew that hill, and he was really excited, and I was also really excited, and it was so good conditions. So I was like, okay, now I just give it my best, and to see that I got to qualify for the second one was that was really cool. I was over the moon, and then
Do you think you're a very competitive person?
Yes, I would say so.
Rasmus thinks you are.
Yeah, definitely. She's a competitive person, and I think that's kind of why also she broke through the World Cup that quickly. I think because she believes she can ski and she can be the fastest in the world, and she shown it in basically in the first race also, but from the second race on, just go full gas.
Yeah, you possibly have to be trying to get in the Norwegian team, wouldn't you? You know, because they're so good. What I was leading to was, do you ever get a chance to ski together? I know you're not competitive, I mean, but do you ever get a chance to ski anywhere together? And I was going to say,
training and stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, if so, do you try and beat each other?
Yes. Yeah, we have been in the same ski gymnasium, so we have been in the same group and
same class
and everything. So we have been skiing a lot together, yeah.
Kind of since we were 15, 16 years old, we always skiing together, and then she got into the team 1 year earlier than I did. So kind of the last 1.5 years, 2 years we've not skiing that much together.
Yeah.
But like in Christmas, for example, we had a session together, and I think that's very fun. And also to see her development over the years is crazy. And it's to push each other also, to be real teammates. I think that's the most fun of it.
Yeah, good.
So who asked who out?
I think that was me. Or
yeah, maybe you like asked and
yeah. But we kind of had a really good connection from the start.
Yeah.
And I had a bit of an eye out for her, you know. So, but the funny thing is, like when we were 12 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah.
It's like a huge race in Norway. Called Bama Alpine Festival. It's like every kid is racing there, and it's like over the Super G, giant slalom and slalom, and it's kind of a combined. Like you get points from each race, and then the ones who got the most points out of these 3 races wins overall wins like a golden helmet. That's like the big thing in Norway when you're 12 years old. And both of us won it, actually. So we stood on top of the podium together. So that was the first time I saw her.
Yeah.
So it's like a background story. So that's pretty
fun. That's a good story. Yeah. That's a good story. Yeah.
So that's sort of 7-8 years ago now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Excellent.
That's great. That's one to tell the grandkids.
Yeah.
I like that.
Definitely.
Okay, let's come to you, Rasmus, because even before Hafjell, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
You'd had a good 2025 with Europa Cup podiums, Europa Cup win, World Junior Championship medal, a first World Cup. Did that kind of go really quickly? And was it a little bit crazy?
Yeah, it kind of went overnight, to be honest, because before Christmas, I only I think I raced in Sinal, but there I didn't even qualify for the second run, kind of. And then, so I basically just skied FIS races before Christmas. And then in January, I trained with my team then. And I kind of figured some stuff out, and it started to work very well, and I started to trust my skiing. And then suddenly, like just overnight in Turnau in the Europa Cup, I started 50, I think, and then I qualified for a second run, and then I skied the fastest run 2, and then I just climbed, and I was third, like 400s off the podium or something, off the win. And then I won the second day. So I went kind of from starting 50 the first day in Turnau to go home from Turnau and got a podium and a win, and then I suddenly could ski World Cup. So that was it went so quickly for me. Like even like you always believe, but not to kind of do it in 2 days. So that was a crazy weekend.
Because unless someone was watching, Europa Cup live streams on YouTube, a lot of people didn't know who you guys were until even the start of this year, and now, Hafjell was going crazy for you.
Yeah, that was crazy. And then, once you kind of got that first podium and win, you ski on some confidence, and then you start to believe, like Madde said, you have to believe, and everything is possible, and things can turn so quickly. So I was just kind of grateful for having the opportunity to ski World Cup, and then and especially in Hafjell when I was on home soil with all my family in the stands, and to just kind of go for it, and it was crazy good conditions in Hafjell. So I think it didn't matter if you started 30 or first. So I just had to go for it, and it was a crazy feeling.
Good, wasn't it?
It was a
great
crazy
atmosphere.
day.
Yeah,
It was a crazy day.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
obviously, I think either Jesper came down before you or just afterwards.
Yeah, yes,
And-
but just afterwards and also qualified. So yeah,
Yes.
And
That
sort of
was
both
great.
had skied into the top 20 at
yeah,
the same, one after another, and
yeah,
it was going mad, wasn't it?
yeah.
I was just, I think I've got a video actually. I'll send it to you of all the
yeah,
fans
yeah.
as he came down. And
I,
it was,
I can't remember anything from after I finished the line because everything just went dark, and it was the craziest adrenaline rush I've ever felt in my whole life. So yeah, that was a very special moment. And also my sister, she goes to college in the United States, and she went for a surprise visit. I didn't know to Hafjell, and then I see her like kind of 30 seconds after I finished the line, and she had jumped over the barrier and was like celebrating, and I was like, what is going on now? Because she was standing there and I haven't seen her in kind of for some months, and then suddenly I qualify for the top 30 in World Cup, and my sister is there and my whole family is watching, and so it was like so many emotions all at once. So that was just yeah, again, it was crazy to think back.
I know exactly. It makes sense now. That's your sister. I saw her jumping over one barrier, hurdling over the next. As your coach is like, "What's going on here?" And security didn't even want to stop her. She was going crazy.
yeah. So that was a fun and emotional moment.
And there'll be many more of them.
Yeah.
Madeleine, then you went on to score in RA again, which turned out to be a personal best, improving on the result from Kranjskogora. And to say how few starts you've had, you seemed, especially in Sweden, that you'd been there a long time. Oh, that's how it looked anyway.
Yeah, no, it was. I remember in Sweden in Åre. Because before that, some races hadn't gone completely as I wished. So I remember that was also the last race. Like not before the finals. So I remember I was thinking, now I just have to give it all and try to just ski, and then we'll see how it goes. So when I got to the finish line and saw that I got to ski the second run, I was really happy, and yeah, it was super nice to like finish off the season with that race, and to have a good one there.
And also, even sort of after Kranjskogora, before RA, you had the chance to go to the World Championships, a first major championships for yourself. Was that something that you'd even targeted at the start of the season?
No, that was like a dream, like a little bit over the top. So before the season, because I didn't know if I got to try out for the World Cup races. But when I got the chance, I was like, okay, then I will just ski, and then if I'm like, it's also a little bit hairy goal to qualify for the second run, and then I got to do that, and when then people started to talking about the World Championships and everything, I was like, yeah, that would be really cool to join, but I don't think I don't. It's hard to be taken out on the team, but then I got the call from the coaches, and I almost cried. I was so happy, and even though to go with the team on the team event, that was one of the biggest things.
A special feeling to be racing team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go. Can I ask you, are you both happy with the progress you're making? You seem it.
Yeah, it's you're going on training and like you have your teammates, and you know if you're skiing as fast as them, or then it's good. But it's also maybe they have a bad day or a good day, so it's like you don't know before you're on the start line yourself, and it's also sometimes hard to get out what you do on training on the race days, and yeah, it's many things that have to be in place to do that. So yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Rasmus?
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy with the progress, especially if you see it like I told you, like when you go from skiing FIS races before Christmas to qualify for the second run in World Cup in March, then it's pretty crazy to think about that it went so fast. But it's also kind of always in your mind, you want to be the best and you want to ski the fastest. So it's one time it needs to be the first time sometimes, or like one time need to be the first time, and that was, but so fast I didn't believe, but of course I'm very happy, especially in the GS, and then the slalom didn't went the way I wanted, but yeah, you got to take the GS and then work even harder on the slalom.
Yeah.
I think we say this on the podcast a lot with the bigger Alpine nations, that you two are just straight off the Norwegian conveyor belt. That the talent just doesn't stop coming. No wonder we don't have a chance. Come on, where has that come from? I mean, to look at you two, and like Rasmus is saying, you know, to go from only FIS racing in December to Europa Cup win, World Junior medal, World Cup top 20s for both of you. Surely it's just at 19 and 20-year-old, it's surely just the wildest dreams that you had, sort of this time last year when you were goal setting.
Yeah, definitely. And I think why you can kind of develop so fast in Norway is firstly because we have many good racers, and from an early age as well. And then I think the main reason for that is we went to the same ski gymnasium, and the ski gymnasium gymnasiums in Norway is a very high level of. I mean, all kind of many of the coaches could be national team coaches, and it's not only one ski gymnasium; it's ski gymnasiums all over the country. So when you see the athletes that are on the national team, it's athletes from all over the country, and athletes who have gone to several different ski gymnasiums. So I just think that kind of Norway has nailed the ski gymnasiums and the kind of school and skiing part so that the schools you go to is benefiting both the education and also the skiing. I think that's kind of when you're finished with your gymnasium years, you're kind of a very robust person, and also a skier. So you're kind of ready for whatever European Cup or World Cup can bring to you.
Do you feel, because of what you just said and because of what we all know, do you feel pressure being Norwegian because they've been so successful?
I think being a Norwegian skier is only a privilege, to be honest, because the ski gymnasium you're going to is probably one of the world's best, and when you get into the national team, it's the best place to be, whether you're 19 or 20 or 30 years old, if you want to develop as a skier, because you have so many good skiers and persons as well, because everyone in the national team wants the best for you, because we know that if you want to be a better skier, you also need to help your teammates, because if they get better, you can also get better. So we're like we're working as a team very hard, and I think that's the best thing about being a Norwegian alpine skier, because you know where you are is the best place to be.
Thank you.
Madeleine, we spoke to Minna Holtman at the start of summer, and she was speaking about the Norwegian team and particularly the strength of your age group and sort of the B team following up and coming through, and said that she believes that you will podium soon.
Oh, that's really nice of her.
I also believe so.
What do you think about that?
Of course, that's a really big goal for me. But have to take it step by step, and just to like try to ski my best, and then we'll see on the races. But, of course, that's something I have a plan to do in the future, and so that's nice to hear that you say that.
Yeah. I mean, we weren't surprised.
No.
It wouldn't. It would be amazing, but it wouldn't surprise us if one of you
That's nice.
one of you did make that. And then kind of sticking with that sort of Norwegianness, if you like. Obviously, with Rasmus, particularly with the amazing strength of the tech team, the World Cup tech team ahead of you, that all four of them have won last season. But what have you had any conversations with any of the four, or sort of what does it mean to you to be part of this attacking Vikings team?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a huge privilege, to be even training with those guys. Is, it's someone you looked up to and watch them race World Cup and think, oh, that's where I want to be, and then suddenly you are on the same team as them. And as I said, they are there to help, because they know that the guys that were older than them when they first got into the team helped them. So they're taking care of the younger ones and just want to help and give them tips. And they're also setting, a very high standard for how you need to train and how you need to eat and sleep and everything, So they're very good role models for any athlete, basically. So that's also why I think the Norwegian team is something special.
That's cool. I spoke to a few of the Norwegians in Hafjell, but particularly McGrath. He was like, they're even younger than me.
Nice. It's crazy.
Because he's not old and you're making him look old.
Yeah, I mean, he was also very young when he first got into World Cup. So he knows what it's all about. And kind of every one of the team was also very young when they first skied World Cup and broke through. So they have been through the same thing, and then they're just there to help. And making the team even stronger, and that will also help them in the end. So it's a win-win for everyone.
I suppose the Norwegian state of mind is, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yeah, exactly. That's a very good saying, I think.
You like that one, don't you?
I like that one, yeah.
And we have to reverse it for you, don't you?
If you're old enough.
if you're old enough for it.
You're welcome. I wanted to touch on slalom. I think Rasmus briefly mentioned it, but you're both, you've got good enough slalom points to be getting in there. With GS, obviously both your number one discipline for the both of you. But is there full intention to become a 2, maybe even 3 discipline skier? Madeleine, if you want to take it first.
Yes. Of course, I really like to improve my slalom and get to do World Cups in slalom as well. So it has been a little bit harder in that discipline, but that's something I want to be good at. So yeah, we'll see this season how we can try to develop that one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and she's already well on her way, I think. Because I watched her ski some slalom, and it's really good. So it's, slalom is a very tough kind of mental discipline, because if you don't have the confidence, then the seconds will just go away so quickly. So you just need to have the confidence on the start, and then I'm sure she will
likewise
burst through. I'm 100% sure of that.
So sorry, go on. No, sorry.
Yeah,
I was just going to say, you need to take his confidence in your skiing, and you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting.
Or do you need to take some of your own advice, Rasmus? Are you confident with your slalom?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're both very similar in skiing, because both of us have great confidence in GS, and we've always have kind of. And then slalom has been a bit more hard to kind of crack. But definitely the confidence is everything. So you just need to build up and get some volume in slalom, I think, especially for me, and really kind of put some time in the development and ski a lot of slalom, and just get the confidence and go full gas.
It seems, particularly in the Norwegian tech team, if you look at the World Cup squads again, that both in men's and women's, they are primarily 2 discipline skiers, that they'll be happy to give those opportunities out in slalom if the GS is where it is.
Yeah, I mean, I want to be maybe a 3 discipline racer, because even especially now when I'm young, I want to use my younger years to develop my slalom. And then I also love the speed disciplines, but I want to at first I want to get my slalom good, and then ski slalom and GS, and then maybe go over to the speed even a bit more and ski some super Gs if it's possible, and if I get the opportunity, I would gladly ski some super G as well.
How were your Europa Cup speed starts? I believe you had a couple.
Yeah, I mean, I think I skied some in Kvitfjell, not this year, but last year. But yeah, then I started far back, and my downhill was not that good, but I think my super G was all right. So yeah, this year I think I had 1 session with 4 runs of super G, and then I skied 2 races, just because I think super G is a very good training for GS, especially when the GS is straight and high speed. You can get a lot of good training and take it over from the super G into the GS. So I would definitely continue to train super G as well.
And could we just touch on your World Junior Championships? Madeleine, you were a team champion, and Rasmus an individual silver medalist. So we'll start with Madeleine, because that was last year, wasn't it? Last January.
Yes, that's right.
And what was that like to win as a country, win as a team?
Yeah, no, that was that was my first time actually going on this team event. And it was something different between like having the team, you're like skiing with somebody and it counts on their behalf too. So of course you felt like, oh, now if I screw up, then I screw up for them too. So it's like, but it's also, if I do good, then I do good for them too. So it's either you win as a team or you lose as a team. But I remember that was a really cool experience. We to feel like it was more like everyone had your back, and you were like, when we did good, it was like, it was so much emotions going on for everyone, and to do it together was, I've never experienced that like kind of feeling before. It was like really fun to get to experience that. So yeah, that was huge, and my parents was there, and like my twin sister was there, and yeah, it was really nice to experience that.
Tell us about Tavisio.
This year, yeah, I mean the GS. I remember like I woke up feeling very sick because I actually was sick. I had
That's how the best ski days always start, or it seems to. Whenever we
Yeah,
hear
so
one
I
of these
was like,
stories.
yeah, should I tell the team and kind of not ski at all? But then, you know, you warm up and the adrenaline starts to flow and going. So the first run I didn't feel good at all, but like better than expected. And then after the first run, and when all the adrenaline got away, I was just,
Yeah, he was sleeping between
yeah,
he
yeah.
was like,
So I was pretty dead. So I couldn't. I just need to put some more headache and cuffs and everything. So I just, yeah. I remember the inspection in the second run. Before the second run was so exhausting because it started to get warm, and then, you know, start to ski up, and like when it's a blind spot, you need to check it some extra times. And also for the mental part, it was exhausting, to be honest. And I remember before the second run, because I didn't ski a good first run, or like a decent one, still got to fight for the medals. But and then I remember before the second run, I just need to take some caffeine and trying to wake myself up, you know, because I couldn't warm up, because it felt like I just used up all my fuel if I did the warm ups. So just the caffeine and try to, you know, get into the mental part of it, to just say it. And luckily it was not a long GS. It was like only 1 minute or 55 seconds or so. So I just need to think 55 seconds all out, and then I can rest for the rest of the day, you know. So then I went out, and I remember the kind of skating out of the gate. I felt like, no, this is not going to go. And then get in the rhythm, and then, you know, you can't remember much. But I remember when I started to get close to the finish line, like 4 or 5 gates before, I remember I got a bit of slip with my ski, and then I went up, and then my legs were completely gone. So I only tried to make it to the finish line, and then it was a good second run. So I think that was mainly because I tried to push everything out, and yeah, mostly just the mental part. So I'm very happy with the performance that day, to get it all out, you know. So then then I just laid in the bed for the rest of the day and the day after, and tried to recover.
I watched the run back this morning, and you didn't seem tired.
But yeah.
No, he was completely dead. I was like, okay, I was seeing him between the runs, and I was like, okay, can he manage to do this? Like, can he? He was. I've never seen him that tired before. But
He gave me some motivation.
yeah,
So that was good.
Maybe you need to be tired at every race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the secret recipe, you know.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
Alan.
Yeah.
What about this then? Rising Stars. Both Norwegian, both with Atomic.
Yeah.
That's perfect for you, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Perfect for me. Yeah.
Yeah, you're an
Yeah.
atomic.
Atomic's my favourite brand. Always. Whoever we're speaking to,
that's
it's
good.
always
That's good.
it's still Atomic. Always.
Yeah, good.
All my gear's Atomic. And always has been. Well, for a long time anyway.
Is it
I like your
all
taste.
good with?
Yeah. It's good stuff. It's good gear.
Yeah.
Is it all good for you guys with the skis and setup?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Very good service.
yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. That's enough, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you always been with them, or was that a recent switch for either of you?
I switched to Atomic like the year I started in FIS.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, I've
You-
skied with it since I was
Yeah.
like 10, 11. So basically my
Ah.
whole racing life.
Yeah.
Very
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They've got something, then, haven't they?
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about next season. Presumably, Solden is where it starts for both of you.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
You'll have to wait for the call.
Yeah. You don't know until you know, you know.
I mean, the last World Cup. I mean, it's only your second World Cup, wasn't it? It was crazy. The last time you raced, you were 17th. I mean, that's a good thing to say, that the reason you should be in the team.
Yeah. That should be my argument at least.
Yeah. So okay, Solden, and then World Cup wise, big aspirations for this season, or just take it to the next level, take it step by step, or are you aiming for something big?
For me, it's definitely step by step. Take it. Yeah. Firstly, my main goal is always to develop my ski, and then hopefully the results will come after that. And it's a boring answer, but for me, I think it really works.
No.
To get a bit better day by day, and also as we've been into, my slalom is definitely a big goal this season. To really put some hours in and really work on it, and yeah, dare to choose a bit slalom as well sometimes.
Yeah, good.
Would that be the same answer for you, Madeleine?
Yeah, it's of course like something the same, but if I should say something, it's to, I would really like to like qualify into the top 30 in the GS, to start in the top 30, and in the slalom, like first of all to get there in the Europa Cup, and then hopefully start to try out in the World Cup as well. So,
Yeah, very
That's
good.
good. That's good. Both of you. Good.
Mhm.
It's the best way. The best way.
Yeah.
Have ambition, to be ambitious, but also to realise you've got to do it slowly.
Yeah.
Not slowly. I don't mean when you're skiing slowly. I mean take the
No, that's
progression
not-
slowly. Yeah.
I mean, you've both got you've got a good start position. Your points are really good, aren't they? Both in the top 40 in GS. Is that right?
Yeah, I think around there.
Yeah.
I don't really know, but I think it's around 40.
I've got you at 36, Rasmus.
Okay.
If I'm
Yeah.
honest.
yeah.
And Madeleine, I've got you at 39.
Okay.
perfect.
It's a good position. That's
Definitely.
with a few injuries and a few missing. That's top 35. In terms of the start
Rasmus,
number.
I think is starting. You're probably starting like right after the top 30.
Yeah.
I think I will start a little bit further back.
But you've
Probably
done it
not.
from there before.
Yeah.
You've done it from there
Attack
before.
from the back.
You need a little extra
Exactly.
challenge, because you ski so fast. So.
Have you got anything to add?
No, it's fine.
Okay, we will come to the new style quickfire questions. In fact, I'll start with the traditional ones, and then we'll finish with the couples quickfire. So
Looking forward.
I'll start with your favorite place to ski.
You started or I start?
You start. Ladies first.
Yeah. Okay. Favorite place to ski. I don't think like I have like a favorite. It's more about where I have had a good time with people and stuff. So it's, of course, in the ski gymnasium we really we skied a lot in Juvas, in Bakkevig, so I've had a lot of good times there. And if I had to mention like one hill, I think I really like Kanskagora. That hill, it was a really nice hill. So yeah, maybe I'll stick with that.
Yeah. Good choice, I think. Yeah, for me it's definitely Kvitfjell, because that's where I've always been in the winter with my family, because we have a cabin there. So it's always so relaxing to be there. It's always snow, very like snow secure. I always say it's crazy good conditions there, because
Sure.
but yeah, it's in like the last years I've always, every time I'm in Kvitfjell, it's kind of in the holidays, and it's when it's time to relax, kind of in the Christmas and stuff. So it's very, when I go for training, it's always very chill, like chill training with my family and my dad and everything. So I really like Kvitfjell.
Very nice.
Good.
And I'm sure somewhere in the back of your minds might be a home World Cup finals.
Yeah.
Yes. That's we will try to get there.
Yeah. Definitely.
Maybe you should say, if I get a start in Solden, coach, I might just have enough points.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, maybe. The best moment of your career so far, if you could pick one.
You start or I start?
You start.
Of course, the first World Cup points is always. I think I will always remember that.
Yeah.
And to be sitting in the leader chair was also like a huge moment for me. And of course the World Championships with the team event, and that was also
Yeah, pick one.
But
It's okay. She can have two. We'll allow it.
Yeah, if I had to pick one, then I would stick with the first World Cup points. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. This is hard for you, I think, Rasmus. Now.
Yeah, it's hard. But at the end, I have to choose Hafjell, because it's World Cup and it's the first qualification, and also my whole family was there. So it was just a crazy experience on home soil, So
yeah.
Everything was just right that day. So I have to pick that one.
It wasn't just first qualification though. It wasn't like you finished 29th, was it? You finished 17th.
Yeah, exactly. So it was also some good skiing in there, So it was. Yeah, it was a very, very special day.
Yeah,
that's good.
shall we move to the special quickfires then?
Yeah.
There's a lot of excitement for these. Are you excited?
Yeah, because I don't know what you're going to say.
Okay, so I've got a few skiing related and then a few not skiing related. So just be honest and be if it is something that you're saying yourself you're better at, you just got to say that you're better at that. You know, don't take any prisoners. So we'll start with honesty. The best slalom racer out of the two of you. See, this is what I feel like it could be that every question.
Yeah, nah.
No, but
reason
you have more better slalom points and in the Europa Cup.
No, you have points.
You have points.
No, I straddle in the.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, I'll pick Madeleine there.
That's one each.
Well, yeah, you keep score. And then we'll go best at. I'm not going to say speed because you don't do loads of speed, but we'll say in the tuck position, in the
Glide.
Yeah, gliding.
Who's the fastest glider?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's Rasmus in front.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would expect that though.
Yeah. He's heavier.
Exactly. I got the kilos with me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Then we'll say the best at arcing. So that's kind of a traditional GS turn.
That's a hard one because I think both not to speak highly of ourselves, but I think both of us are pretty good at it. But
like what do you mean about
like
it?
arcing going clean.
Not skidding.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
she got 2 World Cup qualifications, so.
Yeah, but you got it on the second one. Like.
Yeah, but you.
So did you. So did you.
I had so much pressure in Hafjell, you know.
Yeah,
because...
but you have Europa Cup win and you have junior medal in GS. Yeah. I'll go for it.
I'll go for it.
We'll call it equal.
You can have another
Yeah,
equal.
call it equal.
Another equal. Ah, okay.
Let's take it away from the slope.
Okay.
And we'll go with the best cook.
I would go for me.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
And we're back even on the score.
We're back even on the
3-3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Best in the gym.
She's a beast. She's a machine. Yeah. You got over 1,000 points in armor.
Yeah, but you got
no.
Yeah, but
Madeleine wins that one. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I did see your clip the other day, Rasmus. That looked pretty intense.
Very serious.
You were, weren't you?
I think she wins it. She's
we
great.
say equal. It's
she's a beast in the gym.
Okay, and this is the last one. The one I just threw in this one in there, because we both visited Norway twice this year. Hafjell for the race, and we'd been a couple of weeks before to ski ourselves. So I'm going to say which of you is the most traditional Norwegian?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm not quite sure how you define a traditional
Nah,
Norwegian.
What would you say?
What do you define as a traditional?
Yeah.
You got it.
You know, well, like a Viking, I suppose. What would you say? You've been to Norway more.
I would say
very straight face, serious.
A quiet aggression. And also a very caring person. And I've always found the Norwegians very friendly.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, I have, yeah. I have, yeah.
That's good.
How?
I have, and
I mean,
Honest. They're brutally honest.
yeah, no, I think they're the qualities there, like honesty,
Yeah.
very welcoming. The only thing I've got against Norwegian
Oh, careful.
is they speak better English than I do.
no.
Other than that, perfection.
I mean, like
That's very kind of you to say.
like Bratton and McGrath do.
They all do.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
The American twang.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We're
what about?
not even close to speaking as good English as they are,
No.
but
Yeah, but
we try.
they've lived in America. McGrath was born in America.
Yeah. So we got a bit of a head start.
Yeah.
You've just
But
done a
I think
podcast in English. I don't think you can complain about it.
I mean, Madeleine, she's from Bergen, and there you got a kind of not a bit of a dialect.
Yeah.
That's maybe a bit more traditional in Norway. Or I mean, it's hard to say, but
Let's be honest.
I pick
This-
Viking wise, Madeleine.
No,
Yeah.
that's no, but it's. I've never thought about actually, but you're also like from Oslo,
Yeah.
so that's like the
Capital. Or...
yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hard.
It's a tie anyway. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Okay, we say it's
Yeah.
a tie. That's
Yeah.
then.
It's been a draw all along. It's been a draw all along.
I thought it might be.
Yeah, you thought. I thought it might
I
be.
thought it might be. Yeah.
But there you go. That's all the questions. So thank you very much for your time. All the best
Thank
with
you.
the camps in Chile and in Switzerland, and
Thank
hopefully see you on the circuit again
Definitely.
when we're at,
Yeah.
when we're out at some stage this season.
Yeah. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
all the very best for next season. And I'm sure
Thank
you'll do
Thank
well.
you, you two. All
You'll
we
be
wish you all
fine.
the best.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Final word from us here at the Skiing is Believing podcast for another week or so. Huge thank you to Madeleine and Rasmus for joining us a little earlier in the week for this fantastic conversation. And of course, a big thanks to Ski Racing Media for their continued support throughout the summer.
Yeah. A great interview. Really enjoyed it. But surely you've got some stats for us, haven't you, Matt?
Got some results for you.
As well.
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
We've had some more races down at the Australian-New Zealand Cup. These ones coming from Thredbo, Australia, where the snow has been falling. Looks brilliant down there at the minute. And I mentioned Monday's result on the emergency podcast we recorded with the news items that came through that you may have heard. So just to catch you up from Tuesday, that was the second giant slalom from Thredbo, and it was an Australian winner in Louis Moulin-Sculter ahead of Andreas Jampa of Slovakia, and again Christian Borgnaj continuing that consistency for the Danish team, Team Global Racing really, but flying under the Danish flag. And then the women's race, it was Overland of Norway with the winner again, ahead of the two home racers, Phoebe Hearden and Abby Evans, both from Australia. Most recent results that we can bring you are the two slaloms from Thredbo, and it was a tied victory in the men's event. Hugh McAdam on home snow, tying with Balin Uri of Hungary to get the win, and third position went to Japan's Seigo Kato. As for the women's race on the same day, Phoebe Hearden on home snow, winning by nearly 2 whole seconds ahead of her compatriot Sophie Mahon, and it was Helene Unhjem Overland who again came through for another podium finish in third. As we said last week, there's one more slalom to go off from Thredbo. That's tomorrow as we record here. Then we've got some more races down in Chile. Giant slalom in El Colorado, slalom in La Pava, and then it is time to get underway with the events from the New Zealand Cup in Coronet Peak, which we'll have much more coverage of. So that is enough from us. Thank you very much for listening. Another thank you to Madeleine Rasmus for joining us and to Ski Racing Media. That is all for now. So there's one last thing to say, and that is over to Alan. We will
ski you later.
See you later.